Welcome to the wrap-up of my chat with Rebecca Hall Gruyter. She is an influencer and empowerment leader who specializes in helping experts reach more people around the world through her multi-platform, multimedia approach. She helps people to be heard, seen, and share their message and expertise effectively and powerfully. Now, if you listened to the last segment, and you heard about her conversation with God about all the things she would not do, I want you to know she's doing them all now. And this is no accident. I'm María Tomás-Keegan, and this is part of my continuing series of interviews with brilliant, resilient women who have inspiring stories to tell and who are role models for the rest of us when it comes to learning to thrive. Rebecca has shared her story of being abused as a child and who hid behind her smile, feeling like she didn't matter, and how it led her to understand the importance of visibility and voice. Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
It is so interesting to me to see how your story of invisibility led you to define your purpose and help others establish their visibility, and so they can shine like you are shining. So I have a two-part question for you.
Okay.
Would you share some more of the lessons that you've learned and how they've helped you in the work you do now? And share what resources you've discovered or perhaps created that we can tap into when we need to move forward.
Sure, absolutely. I'd be happy to answer both questions. So thank you. Thinking about some of the lessons that I've learned, here's a really powerful one that also shifted another pivotal point and kind of shifted my perspective around visibility, around being seen authentically and perfect in our imperfections, really embracing that and stepping forward in that is what I've discovered visibility is about. It's not about the lights. It's not about the camera. It's not about sometimes the glamour of what we can think about someone on stage or in print or some of those things. What it really is about is that when people are hurting out there, they are just trying to breathe. They're trying to take a step. It's like this big, thick pea soup fog comes down around them. They can't hear the voices. They're muffled that are trying to help. They can't remember who to reach out to when those moments happen. And it's not if, it's when. We all face those moments. And the only thing I know that cuts through darkness is light. And what I believe visibility is about is being easy to find. That we're able to shine so brightly that in those dark places, our light cuts through the darkness and they can actually see our hand outstretched. And to me, that is what visibility is about. And I feel like so many people who want to make a difference, they're powerful experts and leaders, they have this huge heart to share, are waiting to be discovered. Are hoping someone will tap into them and know what they do, know how they can help. But in fact, that's not how it works. We actually have to build the bridge and be that light and shine to where the people are that are hurting most. Those that are believing the lies, that they don't matter, that there's something wrong with them, that exactly what you do can help them and can encourage them. And sometimes it is simple as reaching out brightly and shining so they can take your hand. We have opportunities to shine every day in our life, whether it's on stage or it's in the grocery line or if it's in a shopping line somewhere. We can choose what we're echoing out, because whether we know it or not, we are echoing things out all day long. We are sending messages out by how we stand. How do we smile? Do we not? Are we making eye contact? Are we sending out positive, uplifting energy? Or are we sending out frustration? What are we sending out? We recently had a radio show picked up on the Influencer channel, and that's a really prestigious place to be on Voice America. And what that really taught me as we switched into that place is that we all have a way of stepping into our influence and fully expanding into that space. And every time I hear those intros and rejoiners in the show, and one of them says, you know, we don't follow, we lead influencers. And I love that because I feel like we all have that opportunity to lead, to be that light, to shine. And we need to stop waiting to be discovered, because if they cannot hear us, if they cannot see us, we cannot help them. And that's, to me, a really powerful lesson, and I hope encourages you to also be willing to shine and share your gifts, because they're needed. There is no one else just like you in the world. You're uniquely, powerfully, beautifully designed for such a time as this. And the more you're willing to share the gift of who you are, the more lives you can impact. And it always is heart by heart, life by life. And we have that opportunity every single day to choose to shine and be visible and lean in instead of contracting and leaning and stepping away. So I encourage you to be willing to lean in and share the gift of who you are, because you're absolutely needed.
Mm, that's so beautiful. That is so beautiful. I love the metaphor you used, and it conjures such a beautiful image for me. Building a bridge and being the light that draws people over that bridge. Being the by virtue of sharing your story, by virtue of shining your own light, by virtue of being who you are, authentically and beautifully you. That just is a powerful, powerful image for me. Thank you for sharing that. I love the bridge and the light. I'm going to use that. I'm going to steal it shamelessly.
I give it to you to share. I love that.
Thank you. Is there anything else on your heart that you would like to share with us before we close?
Sure. I did want to share some of the resources that we have, and if anyone wanted to connect, I'd like to let you know about some of those things. We're in a lot of different media places, so print, and we have magazines, books that we do, we have a television network, radio, but all of these platforms are actually built for you to be served or to reach more people. That's why we created them. That's what they're about. So if any of you are looking to get on more stages, increase your influence, and make some new connections, kind of expand your spheres of influence, then I wanted you to know about the Speaker Talent Search. There's no cost or investment to be part of it. It's called the speakertalentsearch.com. You can find it online, and it's a great way to start to build some of those connections and relationships and get on more stages. And then I'm always happy to connect in with you. Our main site is your purpose-drivenpractice.com. Again, that's your purpose-drivenpractice.com, because we want to help you live on purpose and with great purpose each and every day of your life. And if I'm to think about what's on my heart, I think it's just an encouragement to re-share some of what I shared before, that you are beautifully and wonderfully made and absolutely needed. And I want to encourage you that no matter what comes, you can choose your response, and you can choose to bloom where you're planted and shine. So I encourage you each and every day, purposely choose to shine.
Beautiful. That's perfect. And the Speaker Talent Search is something that's how I met you, and I've participated in, and I'm starting to reap the benefits of that already. So thank you so much for doing that, Rebecca. Thank you for what you do. And I appreciate how hard it is to share a story like yours. And I am just so grateful that you chose to share it with us.
Thank you. And I love your show, and you're creating a space for us all to have these conversations and be able to share our stories and come together and encourage each other. So thank you for the work that you do.
Oh, thank you very much. And thank you all for watching. This series of interviews is inspired by my latest book, Upside Down to Right Side Up, Turning Transition into Triumph. It's now available on Amazon in Kindle and paperback, and its companion journal is just now available as well. So I invite you to look at it and share it with the women in your life so no one will ever again feel like they're alone. Many of us have gone through similar experiences, and we're here to help. So I believe it's our time to thrive. Will you join me? Till next time, I'm María Tomás-Keegan.